Still used to. Hello, welcome to week two of
Week two.
the Fantasy Squad show. We're recording this at halftime of the
9:50 on the Thursday. Cutting the
9:50. So there's no telling when this thing comes out. But
yeah.
very
Sorry.
unexciting first half. I guess it got better, but the first like four drives were just like 3 and outs. I was just like, this is terrible.
We're playing each other this week
I know. I
after
just
we played
realized,
each other a lot twice last week.
yeah, no, and
3 weeks.
Deontay Johnson's had a good first half, and Fryermuth
Solid. Yeah, solid.
nothing else. So I kind of fell asleep there a little bit, but
If you could get a
anyways,
touchdown.
Pickens' catch was crazy. That was I don't know if you saw Pickens.
I missed it. I haven't had the TV on because I was locked in.
It was wild. It's like a OB. Well, they were showing the OBJ clips, but it was OBJ-esque. Not, it wasn't that, but it was like over and caught another one in. Pretty wild.
Nice.
So cool. So lots happened. A lot happened in week two. And,
Yeah. Some teams are you're either 2-0, 0-2, or 1-1.
yeah, and there's like it's like 4 2-0s, 4 1-1s, and 4 0-2s.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a little easier this week to rank it. It was a little easier, but it was still hard.
Yeah,
It still had some difficulty.
it was a big week of like a lot of people going crazy, and
Yeah, a lot of people
I
had good
didn't
weeks.
experience any of that, but
Yeah,
it's fun to watch.
and like it's hard when no one's really like established themselves because you could easily just go 2-0 and then like take an L in your next 4 games.
Oh yeah, right.
Like, so I think until like week 5 is when you start kind of separating
You get the
yourself.
bye weeks too. That's important. So.
Oh yeah, true. When did those start? Around that time, right?
6
Yeah.
I don't know. Week 5 seems like by week 5 would be crazy.
Yeah. All right. Let me make sure I got.
I gotta give you rights to do that. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Advanced sharing. Oh shit! All participants. All right. How about now?
Let me try. See it?
I see your home screen.
Okay. Cool.
Thomas said
Here we go. Huh?
Thomas said he is coming. So.
All right, Thomas. We're gonna see him in the middle of this. It's been a while. These are the power rankings. I have been working on them nonstop since 5:15. I very much procrastinated them. And as of now, if you're watching this, they'll probably be memes by the time this comes out. I'm gonna put them in after we get done with this, but I didn't have time. I think there's like 2. I think 2 people have. All right. Anyways, from now on, I'm going 12-1. So new little format. And let's get it started. Number 12. Any guesses?
Probably Thomas, but it shouldn't be. That's my guess. Okay.
It's Cam, who was number 12 last time. Oop, let me just fix this error right here mid podcast. Yeah, Cam had oh fuck. Can you read? Do you see that?
Yeah, I do.
What a perfect time for that to happen. Intermission.
Hello, how's everyone else's week? This has been a very bad week for Jackson.
It's because I tried to fix my thing. I don't. All right. Well, anyways, Cam is last in points. It's not that important yet because it's only been 2 weeks. Like, these don't tell you that much. But still, last in points for the second most points against. So like he's got that going. It's not the usual Cam. But Curtis Samuel being your stud of the week isn't awesome. He had me sweating for a little bit until Tyreek Hill. We were pretty neck and neck.
Hey, Chris Allen had a good week.
Yeah, 19.4. That's like I did not expect him to have this kind. He's been good this year so far.
I didn't watch a whole lot of the football this week, but I did see Devontae had 2 catches for 12 yards. He did get a touchdown, but
Yeah,
how
he
many
got a
yards
touchdown on that
was
stage.
he running, you know?
DK only got 5.5, which when your quarterback's Geno Smith, you're going to be like touchdown dependent. Like
That's right.
obviously he's super talented and good, but that's
Yeah.
just the way it goes. I mean, fixing these errors in the real time.
Nice.
Honestly, when like I said, when your team, your fantasy team is comprised of like 50% Raiders and the Raiders blow a 20-point halftime lead, it's not gonna be great.
But they had a 20, and fantasy
True,
matter how
true.
stuff. But and also
But in
it's
the end,
like what are your opinions on the Jets running back situation for Cam?
um, I mean, I guess you gotta hope. I think they're both like flex plays at best, unless one of them gets hurt, and then they can be good. Maybe he can just stick with one and trade the other for value, but
Yeah.
who would it be? Who knows?
I know this is a lot of talk about Cam having the Raiders players, but Devontae and Waller were supposed to get, he didn't reach for those guys, and maybe
No,
Waller, but Josh Jacobs was like the real reach, and then we backed it up with Brees Hall, like the fourth or fifth or whatever, and I just thought
which is a risk,
I
but
thought that was
it could be. There's always those rookies that, like Justin Jefferson, his rookie year was like a seventh round pick or not later.
that's right. That's fair.
So, all right, number 11 is the same as last week as well. McFrosty.
Right?
Um, decent week, 97s. I think there was 4 teams that failed to reach 100, you included.
Yeah, I think I was really bad.
Yeah, took a loss to Zach. Jerry Judy is hurt again. That's why he got 1.7. I don't think he was doing great either way, but that's decently big blow for Thomas's team. Cooper Cup, like 2 back-to-back like 25-point games. He's still so good.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, even though Matt Stafford's not doing like incredible. Um, Travis Etienne, he needs James Robinson to get hurt because James Robinson's better.
Hmm.
But number 11, same as last week. Number 10, however, is also the same as last week.
Nice.
And I swear I'm not doing that on purpose. JB with the name change to Canros Cook. Answer is probably not. Not
Starting
recently.
Jared Goff this week.
Huh?
He's starting golf this week.
He's been playing good.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I'm
he had Russell Wilson. He had to bank on Russell Wilson being good when Dak Prescott got hurt, and like before the season, those are 2 great quarterbacks. But
I don't know about great, but yeah.
fantasy wise, I think Dak is always putting
If
up
you're the
like
eighth best quarterback, is that great?
great as in a lot better than others.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Better than Matt.
He's got some dogs. DeAndre Swift is really fucking good. Allen Robertson showed up finally. But if Russell Wilson has a bad season and Dak Prescott's hurt until week whatever, is it going to be too late to if he digs himself a hole like 1-4 or whatever? He might be too late when he's healthy,
That's fair.
but we'll see. Number 9, also the same as last week.
Wow, 2-0.
I know I swear, I'm sorry, but he's 2-0, Quadzilla, but he might be the new Cam with 88.9. He hasn't gone through adversity yet. Hasn't really had to do much. But Jalen Waddle obviously went off.
Yeah.
I believe. But also, speaking of like JB being screwed at quarterback, no one's more screwed than Zach right now.
Yeah, I mean,
He took a big risk on Trey
yeah,
Lance,
we talked about
and
that.
it did not work out.
Yeah,
He's
it's
got Jameis, who's not great.
on Trey Lance, which is crazy since next year would be his third year, right?
Yeah,
After that, he's available for an extension, which makes that crazy. Just
he's only played.
like
He
what?
only
Like
played
he's gonna
one
give him
season of college football.
right? He's like it's like he's like 18 games of football
Yeah,
high school.
relevant football experience. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's like, are you gonna like after next year? Are you gonna extend him, or you like that's a pretty crazy question.
who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, Jalen Waddle got 19 targets, by the way. Crazy.
It's wild. I actually didn't watch any of that crazy explosion.
I didn't.
I
I
kind of like
didn't watch
checked
like
off
any
because
games.
I had the Baltimore win. Lost that. And he's got Mark Andrews is doing really well.
Yeah,
I didn't know that until I think he's
yeah. I mean, Lamar's slinging that thing.
right.
Um. Anyways, anyone else of note? I don't think so. Number 8, our first movement of the power rankings. Jonathan going down 2 after his loss to Cole Clark. 93 points was the second lowest this week. He has Rashad Bateman and Rashad Penny. That's crazy. Um, Justin Jefferson had a down game for his standards that he set in game 1 because that was, I mean, obviously you're not going to live up to that most weeks,
Right.
but 7.8 is all right.
48 yards kind of hurt my 2K bet, but yeah,
Yeah, true. You kind of need him to go off every game.
just get
Watch
something.
him just have like 300 yards in the
Well,
last
I mean,
game.
he like he had something crazy week 1, but he needs more than 50 yards a game.
But elephant in the room, Kyle Pitts,
What's up with that?
4 catches for 38 yards this season so far. This is the highest drafted tight end of all time.
Pretty crazy. They drafted him over Jamar Chase.
Yeah, and he had a good year. He had a good rookie year. I mean, not a lot of touchdown production, but still.
You don't really, I don't know. You invested a lot into that.
And he had a lot of games like 2.9. He had a lot of games like that last year, but I just chalked it up to kind of like that's just being a rookie. And the
Yeah,
Falcons were also awful. And also, I mean, Marcus Mariota is his quarterback, so that's not great. But Drake London is thriving. Um, so no
right.
excuses. Number 11. Take
Sorry.
a look for yourself.
There we go.
-6. It's big. It's a big drop for you. Obviously, you did have the least amount of points this week.
I did.
So you went from the best scoring team to the lowest. So I'm putting you around the middle. I think that's kind of fair. You got me this next week, so that could be big for you if you could beat me. But your start of the week was 15 points, so
Not a very good week.
I feel like you got to have at least someone get 20
Yeah, I guess.
most games. Also, your defense not getting negative. That's always a good thing.
Yeah, but I played John who had his defense at -8. So my defense killed his defense.
That's true. Aaron squared. That is John Smith Art. He won and went down two spots. So controversy, I hope.
He has a good team.
Yeah, he does have a good team. Not knocking his team, but yeah, -8 for the Dolphins D. And when that happens, it's basically just erasing someone else's performance. Like AJ Brown had 9.4, but because of the defense, he had 1.4,
Yeah.
pretty much, which sucks. It was a good win. Didn't score the most points. He luckily was playing you. But keep winning and you'll go up. I say that, but he went down to you, but it's early. And now we get into the top half of things. Number 5. That's Sean. One of the best games of the week.
I don't get his name.
I don't know. Is
Number
is Jonathan Taylor number 24?
I think it might be.
No.
Nick
That makes sense because of dick jokes. Off game for Jonathan Taylor. I mean, probably nothing to worry about, but it helps when Nick Chubb can get you 30, and that basically just picks up the slack. Drake London, kind of the GOAT. That was a great pick. I don't know when he was drafted, but not super early for sure. Huh?
He's been pretty good this year.
Yeah, I mean, 2 weeks in, he's. I forget what he had. I should have wrote it down. I usually do, but I was rushing. I think if everyone is healthy, because if you can get George Kittle back, and he's healthy, and like Jonathan Taylor and all these players can stay healthy, Mike Evans, I think that's going to be a good team.
Yeah, if Drake London keeps it up. I think his wide receivers. He got a touchdown from Logan Thomas. So, yeah, I don't know.
Just now?
No.
Oh, last week. Yeah, Logan Thomas is like not that bad. Former college quarterback. In case you didn't know that.
I did not know that. Sorry,
Virginia Tech.
I'm blowing up my phone right now.
Well,
do Zoom, I guess.
Okay.
Computers at West Point, these have cannons.
Number 4. It's Heath. And if you thought going down 2 after a loss was crazy, how about going up 1? Or going up 1 after a loss? Lost to Caleb. I really thought Heath had it in the bag. I mean, can't always expect Stephon Diggs to get 38 points. But regardless of that, he had a good week, 112, very respectable. Amon-Ra St. Brown is fucking awesome. The fact that he got like 35 points and was like the 3rd top receiver of the week. Like Jalen Waddle got like 34 and was like 4th in points.
Yeah, pretty crazy. It's a lot of receivers.
Yeah, it was a good week for receivers. Josh Allen, 30-pointer, easy money. Courtland Sutton, big game for him. And that was like mostly off of yards. I think he had like 120 yards or something like that. So Tua was on his bench. So, I mean, he's not ever really going to start him over Josh Allen.
Right.
But on that bye week, Anyways, as we get into the top 3, we go Cole Clark moving up 5 spots.
Wow.
Definitely the biggest riser of the week. And he had a good week last week against me, if I remember correctly. If that's his points for, he had around like 114 against me, which is nothing to scoff at. Obviously, Lamar Jackson was 42 of these points, but still, it's got some dogs. Christian Kirk, they gave him that huge contract. This is his 2nd straight like good game. Like he's been really good.
Yeah.
Apparently he torched the fucking Colts.
Yeah, well, everyone did, but yeah.
David Montgomery had a good game. T. Higgins, obviously. Tony Pollard's better than Zeke. Like, embrace debate.
So you like Christian Kirk, Jay Crowder, David Montgomery?
Jay Crowder.
Yeah, Jamison Crowder. That's a wide receiver too.
I mean, no, but I like Christian Kirk so far. Again, if Christian Kirk, if those receivers start doing bad, he'll fall.
Thomas is here.
Just in time for the top two.
Thomas, you're in the top two. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's. I mean, yeah, he had a pretty big week.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to predict the final finish. I'm just trying to take it week from week.
I got you. But Lamar Jackson had like a 79-yard rushing touchdown. That's crazy.
I know. He has the longest pass and the longest rush this season.
What's the pass?
Like 70 something yards as well.
Jeez.
Obviously not all in the air, but
this past week.
Yeah, I don't know. He did pretty good week 1, didn't he? I mean,
he had a couple. I thought he had like a 55-yarder or something.
Thomas
makes it in.
You're on mute.
Unmute yourself. Microphone.
They don't teach him that in the military. It's like an old woman. I don't even know if he can hear us.
Raise your hand if you can hear us. They can hear us.
Okay. We can't. Why? I don't know how you can't turn it off mute. I don't understand.
Don't use your headphones. Just do it. Don't use your headphones. Take your headphones out. Oh, he doesn't have headphones. Do you have headphones? Can we try headphones?
Are you on like the Zoom app on your phone? Like, what's up?
Because he couldn't figure out.
There's got to be just like a microphone button that you can press.
Hit unmute. You gotta go down to the bottom left and where it says.
All right, I'm gonna keep going. We're at number 3 right now, and going down to number 2. It's me. I really thought I was gonna be number 1 this week. I really thought it. I had 131 points, which was at the time like the best by a pretty solid margin. Tyreek Hill went crazy in like a span of like 2 minutes. Derrick Henry was like second week in a row my bet of the week. Obviously, I'll live with 8.5 points. That's my lowest player. Then I'm doing okay. But I'm really liking my team so far.
How are you feeling about Henry? What are your thoughts?
He'll be fine. And even if he's not like efficient, as long as he gets touchdowns,
he'll get crazy touches, sure.
Yeah. I remember, was it maybe last year I had talked earlier, 2 years ago, and he like wasn't good, but he would get like a touchdown like every game.
Yeah.
So that always was great.
Yeah.
I'm Daniel Carlson's the GOAT. Like, he's kicker 1 right now. I think he ended last season or the season before maybe as the number 1 kicker. But if I had one 8.5 and one 8.4 performance, everyone else got double digits. All around solid week. Basically only Tyreek went like crazy, but if everyone can just do like good to average, I think I'll be good. And unfortunately, that means number 1 is Caleb, which you'll find out whenever you guys read this. But I went back and looked in the 13 power rankings that I did in 2020. Caleb was number 1 in 11 of them. So pretty much from the start, he was number 1 that year. Stayed number 1. I think there was like 1 week where I went up to number 1 above him. But I was like always number 2 behind him. You can go back and look, and here I am again, number 2 behind him. But obviously he ended up being the highest scoring team of the week by the slimmest of margins. And he's also beating me in points for by like less than a point. But it is what it is. Stephon Diggs, obviously 38 points, best game of his career. Darnell Mooney, I drafted him in like 2 of my leagues, and he is now on the waivers.
I could have told you that.
Hello.
Hey, we hear you now.
You too now.
Start.
There's 2
Awesome.
of you.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
Kick
There's
this
2
one?
of me. I can't. How do I see myself?
I think I can.
You gonna see yourself?
No.
Can you see
I
yourself
don't know.
now?
Anyways, no, but
I kicked you out.
doesn't matter. I'm sure I look
Yeah.
great.
Doesn't matter. Thomas, you're number 11 again. In case you're
No,
wondering.
don't what?
Okay.
Oh, you started at the top.
Yeah, sorry, I started at the top. Yeah, this is the last one. But yeah, Caleb, good fucking season so far. I'm hoping it doesn't.
This week was hot and cold for Caleb, right? So we had Mooney,
Yeah, he had some duds for sure.
Dalvin, and Derrick Henry. Don't you know?
Yeah, a lot of the top running backs. I mean, obviously Jonathan Taylor was great in the first game, but like he wasn't great last game. Eckler has had some questionable efficiency. Who else? I feel like there's another. A lot of the big quarterbacks too. Tom Brady, Joe Burrow, Aaron Rodgers.
Just not putting up the numbers we expect them to.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be players that bust. You know, you're going to look back at the draft and say that was not a good pick. Like every year, it's going to happen. You're going to have at least one of those on your team.
Yeah. All the first round running backs haven't been.
Yeah. McCaffrey's been good.
Yeah, Taylor Jones has been all right for 1 week, and then
who knows?
He's been all right, but then you're looking around, you see Diggs doing what he's doing, Cup doing what he's doing.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that we're in half PPR now. So
Cook, Najee Harris. I don't know.
Look at this Stephon Diggs quote about Josh Allen.
Hopes to grow old with Josh Allen. I'm trying to get some Christmas cards, but that's on. But that's pretty good. The Bills are pretty legit.
Yeah, their defense has been the best in the league so far.
Right.
And then obviously Josh Allen. I mean, it's way too early, but you can't say they're not like Super Bowl favorites at this point.
I mean, they were Super Bowl favorites coming into the season. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. But usually, it's hard to live up to that. But anyways, that's it. That's it for me. I'm gonna stop sharing. Thomas,
you got anything to say? I know we're kind of running out of time. We got 5.
No, listen. I'm just glad that I'm not in last place. I will say that. Cole, thank you for the respect that my team will eventually deserve.
That's that cousin bias.
Yeah, right now we're running laps until literally their game. So
Thomas, what's going on with your team, bro? You drafted Brady, which is your first mistake. You drafted a guy that retired.
He did technically.
Technically came back from the dead.
You got Fournette. Fournette's he's gonna score touchdowns. He tweeted that.
He had a great first game. I think he's gonna be good.
Yeah,
and I didn't expect him to be that good in the season, but
he had like 14 points just on yards. So I have confidence. I mean, right now it's my only team. The only people on my team are the Buffalo defense and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp is like gonna get you like 25 every week apparently.
Yeah, he kind of makes up for the lack of quarterback.
Yeah, you can pick up like a quarterback.
Like who?
I have faith. Tom Brady had a shaky start. He always has a shaky start, just like Aaron Rodgers.
19 points on the season.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers too.
Yeah. That's why they're playing each other. So
in Dynasty League, I have Tom Brady and Joe Burrow, who have both been not great.
Yeah, but Brady's looked pretty bad.
Yeah, but he's also had a lot of players out.
I think it's just eye test. It's just he doesn't look very good. I think
he is fucking 48.
It's pretty crazy.
I don't know. There hasn't really been a player that has been shockingly good. that I've been really jealous that someone kind of snuck in the last, middle to end of the
I
draft.
think, yeah.
I mean, Justin
St. Brown,
Jefferson,
maybe,
he's
yeah.
gonna get his, and Josh Allen's doing what Josh Allen does, and everyone that's scoring a lot, we kind of pretty much predicted based on their draft, based on their ranking that they're gonna do good, but there hasn't really been a steal of the draft, I would say, yet. It's too early in the season.
St. Brown is a steal.
He definitely is, but he was really good last year.
I mean, that's like 5th or 6th round.
Yeah, no, he was definitely.
I mean, how many points
great
has he
pick.
gotten within?
It's like
He had 34 like this week.
Oh, that's nuts. Never mind. That is
That's
crazy.
nuts.
I don't expect him to keep doing. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I do feel like there's more surprisingly bad players so far than surprisingly good, like Kyle Pitts.
But all the running backs have kind of just been,
Also, the tight ends have been garbage. There's not really been.
I thought so.
Mark Andrews.
All the good.
Kelsey's not been bad.
Kelsey's been good. Mark Andrews has been good.
But that's about it. Hey, Zach Ertz. I think he's like tight end 3 for real.
Hey, Freiermuth was good, so I think he's good. I don't think he's kind of. You don't think he has a catch right now. So
That's good. Let me see. Zach Ertz, tight end 5, but he got me 10 and an 11. I'll fucking take that every week.
nice. Well, guys, we have 2 minutes until this Zoom kicks us off, and we have to restart. So, any last?
Glad you could join us, Thomas.
Thank you, guys. Thomas, will get you on earlier next week.
Hey, now that I have the app downloaded, I'll be ready to go next week.
Yes, you do have.
You're not going to any concerts?
Yeah.
Yeah, no more concert.
No more concerts. No more field.
Who was that? Like, what concert was that?
That was, I don't know, some local guy they found on the side of the road so he could play the guitar.
Hell yeah.
I think
Anything to entertain the troops.
Justin Moore or something. He sings the song about "This Is Why We Drank." That's like his.
Oh, I know that song.
Yeah, that's his one-hit wonder. Anyways,
it's Friday. It's Monday. That's all.
I'm looking forward. This is the week my team turns around. We can't go 0-3. 0-2 is not bad. 0-3, I'm already digging a ditch.
Do you have anyone playing tonight?
Nope. No one playing tonight.
Are you playing anyone tonight?
I'm playing Chubb.
We got all boys.
All right. That's a wrap.
Who'd y'all pick in this game? Thursday night football.
I picked Pittsburgh, but then I switched it to Cleveland. So.
All right, cool. Thanks y'all for watching. Catch y'all later.